and Shumbo with Vista Sotheby's with an all-new episode of and Shumbo Lifestyle. We're taking you back to Manhattan Beach where we started. We're going to be sitting down with Chef David Slay of Slay's Italian Kitchen here in Manhattan Beach. It's not enough that he just opened Slay's Steak and Fish House, but that particular day, I don't know if you remember, when we were interviewing him, he had just opened escrow on this amazing new restaurant. So we're gonna sit down, sample some food, and show you what it's all about. So come follow me. My first interview that I started this series at Slay's Steak and Fish House. Well, as if it's not enough to open one restaurant in Manhattan Beach, David's opened two. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't either. It was something I never thought I'd be doing, is opening two restaurants in a year, much less 9 months. But it's opportunity came up, and as you know, the neighborhood, they're dying for a good Italian restaurant, and we thought we had the perfect one.
Well, I'm really excited. This used to be Old Venice, and the owners were ready to retire. And the day that we were filming the interview at Slay's Steak and Fish House, David just happened to be opening escrow. So he nailed that interview that day under an enormous amount of pressure. So we're so excited to have you here, though. I mean, he did this amazing space, all Italian geared, which we really don't have that in Manhattan Beach. So it's a really nice welcome to the community.
Yeah, we've been, the turnout and the response has been great.
I know.
And the space is so open, you get ocean views somewhat, but it's just so light and airy, and it's just a great space. A lot of windows.
I love the decor. It's a little bit, there's like a touch of pink and a hint of hunter green, and it's warm and cozy. You can take your family here or go on a date. I love it.
Yeah, it's geared to everybody. I mean, who doesn't like pizza? Who doesn't like a good pasta?
I know.
And so many of our pastas are made here in the restaurant, and the kids here are well traveled. They understand food, and it's been interesting to see their eating habits.
Oh, I'm sure, especially here in Manhattan Beach. And just so you guys all know, the menu has lots of different things. So it's got some antipasti. The pizzas are amazing. My favorite, the mushroom. I was here on opening night. Blake was out of town, so I stopped in. I happened to get a seat. The entire restaurant filled up the very first night. So it was really exciting.
Yeah, it's been filled up ever since, and we're excited about it, and we're looking forward to getting brunch open.
Oh my God, awesome. What kind of food are you going to be serving?
A lot of the pizzas and pastas, but we'll add some frittatas, a lot of vegetable dishes, some granola that we'll do a twist on with honey from our bees.
Okay.
So a lot of breakfast items as well.
Now the honey from the bees, is that from Park Avenue?
Park Avenue, where we have about 600,000 bees there. And we produce enough honey for all the restaurants.
600,000 bees. Did you hear that?
There's nothing like it. I mean, our buckwheat honey is wonderful. Right now we've got some wildflower that we'll be bottling in a few weeks. So it'll be good timing for brunch.
What, you mentioned buckwheat honey. What is that?
Well, buckwheat, similar to the buckwheat flour that we use for bellinis up the street.
Okay.
What the bees do when they pollinate, they go right to the buckwheat, and they get all their extra extract from there. They go back to their hives with the queen bee, and they produce.
Oh wow! So it has
different
a
types
different
of year.
flavor.
Yeah,
Does it have
it's
a
a little
different
darker
flavor?
than the wildflower honey.
Okay.
It's a lot darker.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Well, we're going to be sampling some food here, and David's going to have some things for us. What are some of the things that we should be trying?
Well, the mushroom pizza, no doubt, has been
my
really
favorite.
The Vesuvio pizza is made with semi-dried yellow tomatoes from Italy that are really, really good.
Okay.
Got a little bit of natural sweetness. We soak them in olive oil, put them on the pizza with prosciutto. We use La Quercia prosciutto out of Iowa, and it makes a really, really nice pizza.
Oh,
nice and crunchy crust, and then the soft cheese that goes on it, and then some fresh arugula from the vineyard goes on top.
Yum. I noticed we don't have anybody that really has this on their menu, but you have the squid ink pasta.
Squid ink farfalle. We use squid ink that's imported from Italy. Our pasta maker, Johnny, he's a master of pasta. He's just got quick hands that's able to fold it in gently, and then when he rolls it out, we use a machine to roll it.
Okay.
But he just has the technique down and the right pinch to the middle of it to get that nice bow tie look.
Nice. My girlfriend had it the very first night, and she said it was excellent. It was really good. And then you've got, I noticed you have a bronzino on here.
Yeah, that is really popular.
Has it been popular?
It's a wild striped bass. We roast it off with some potatoes, white wine, olives, and it's just a really good, clean fish. It's so healthy. It's a nice broth. People eat the broth with a spoon to where they're able to savor that. It's just a perfect Manhattan beach dish.
Yeah. Now I noticed sometimes you change out a few things on the menu. Is that going to continue where sometimes you'll have the core menu and then on different days maybe change a few things out?
Yeah, I change a lot and throws the kitchen off a lot.
Right.
But if I walk in and we just harvested a bunch of kumquats, we're making jam and serving that with the burrata. If we've got peaches from the vineyard and they're ready to go, we'll bring that in. Gail just brought back a bunch of different lettuces, spinach, lemons,
Okay.
Beets, carrots from the vineyard that we just put on the menu yesterday and today. So we change it up a lot.
So just so for people that are just seeing this for the first time, when we interviewed David before, we had talked about Slay's Vineyard up in Northern California, or Central Coast, sorry. And they bring a lot of the fresh vegetables from up there to the restaurants. So that's what he's referring to. And they're absolutely delicious. And just as a side note, we are here during as we're getting ready to start dinner. So we recognize that we're kind of disrupting things in the restaurant. So you might be hearing all the guys back there making the pizzas.
There you have those pizzas. Bring them over.
I'm so excited to share with you some of the dishes that David has here on the menu. And we're gonna start with the mushroom pizza, my favorite. So tell us about it,
David. We have
David.
a variety of mushrooms that we roast off first with some fresh herbs, a little bit of olive oil, bake it with fontina, mozzarella, a little bit of Parmesan. We have a nice golden crust, good bubbling. Our dough's fermented for 2 days. It's wonderful. Hand roll it, bake it in a nice stone oven. It turns out perfect.
Yum. Do I get a piece?
Absolutely.
Not that I haven't had this before, but I just have to share how yummy it is on camera.
This is our Vesuvio that I told you about earlier with the roasted yellow tomatoes. Again, we look for this nice bubbly crust. You can see the small bubbles on the end. It just bakes so perfect in the oven. Prosciutto's on top and some fresh arugula.
I like that you did the prosciutto a little crispy versus having it, some of the places will put it on where they didn't make it a little crunchy.
Yeah,
I like
and
that.
it's harder to eat that way as well. It becomes a little stringy.
Yeah.
And it cuts well and eats well as well.
Now, I have not tried this one, so I'll let you all know how it is.
There you go.
Ooh, I'm excited. All right.
One of our favorite pastas, the jiggly noodle, little squirrely noodle like that. We roast off some eggplant that we grow at our restaurant Park Avenue in the garden there. Some fresh basil
Yum.
right on the top.
Oh my God, this looks amazing. I love eggplant. And what's this one? This one looks interesting.
This is a handmade pappardelle noodle with some broccoli de ciccio, which we also grow at Park Ave. Broccoli's so tender. Have some fresh pancetta that we sear in a little olive oil first.
This is delicious. Yum.
My
This
favorite,
pasta's so good.
chicken Milanese with these beautiful lettuces from our garden. They're so nice. We have chicory, endive, baby tatsoi, mizuna, oak.
What do you have on the chicken?
It's a panko crusted chicken breast. It has parsley, Italian parsley, Parmesan, little onion powder, garlic powder, and cracked black pepper. Serve it with a little seared lemon, squeeze over the top. But these lettuces are what you want to look at. They're just so beautiful.
This lettuce looks so fresh and beautiful. It's incredible.
And this wonderful focaccia that we bake in about a probably close to an inch of olive oil to where it seeps through the focaccia. It's not a dry, with so many places it becomes so dry. This keeps it really moist, kind of steams it as well. And then the finale.
Okay, this is what I've been waiting for because I haven't even tried these. So after I have a bite of my pastas, which by the way are phenomenal, tell us about this.
So we have a salted caramel budino, which we bake individually.
My favorite.
So good. It's a nice custard. You put a little whipped cream on the top. There you go.
Sorry, I dove right into that one.
Then the tiramisu
my
parfait.
God. That's so good.
There you go. So.
Oh my God. Anything caramelly, tiramisu, this is amazing. And you know what I like about both of them? They're not overly sweet. Like they're just the right hint of flavor without being that overly sugary. Desserts, you need to order. These are delicious. My pasta is fantastic. And this pizza with a prosciutto, unbelievable. Let's talk about, you've got your sleigh wine that you do at the Vineyard. And what I love that you did for this restaurant is you did the pink label.
Yeah, we did a special bottling for this restaurant that we don't use at the other 3 restaurants. It's a really nice oaky Chardonnay, Santa Barbara fruit. And with this food, it has the right amount of acidity, right amount of oak to where it's a really good Italian food combination.
Well, I'm so excited that you have the sleigh wine and that you're open here and that this is in walking distance to where I live, so it makes me very excited. But well, cheers to you.
Cheers to you and thank you. It's been a lot of fun. Like you said, it's fun being busy every night.
Yeah.
It's such a neighborhood crowd. Unlike Park Ave, which is a 100% destination, we can have 300 people in there and no one knows anyone. Here, everyone it's a big party every night. It's been a lot of fun.
And I will say, both restaurants are completely packed 7 days a week, so make sure you make a reservation on Resy. They do leave sometimes tables open, but it's important to make a reservation because he is packed all the time. And it is fun if you live here because every time I'm at either restaurant, I always am running into people that I know. So it's definitely a neighborhood restaurant. Well, congrats to you. I'm so excited. Thanks everyone for watching. It's another episode of Shumbo Lifestyle. Stay tuned for our next video.